As you can see, this is Civil War Fantastic Four. It collects 536 pages with Fantastic Four, Black Panther, She-Hulk, and Young Avengers Runaways content included. This one isn't particularly in good condition because I ordered it from Amazon. This collection is very nice, and it of course has pretty much identical presentation to the other books in the series. I will say the artwork is quite nice, although the artwork does change in style throughout the book. I noticed something where the Thing actually his face changes abruptly within a couple pages. I think they might be different issues, but it's just a little jarring to see him, like, he has a very pronounced brow in like one issue, and then in the next his eyebrows are almost like completely flush with the rest of his face. It's kind of abrupt and jarring, and that's why I tend to like when these books come out that they're all done by the same artist or they're done with a similar art style. Normally Marvel's pretty good about that, but in this case, not so much. In terms of story, this book was a really nice break from the frequent tension of what other people had going on during Civil War. I had zero to no experience with the Fantastic Four or any of the other characters featured in this book, but the writing seemed good. After reading Mark Waid's run, there wasn't near as much exploration or action. Civil War was in general a political event. It brought up issues that would strike superheroes at home. The event wasn't about some extraterrestrial super race that was bent on destroying Earth. It was about how politics would even divide the best of people. The Fantastic Four is a family, and even families with superpowers have issues, it seems. They fight, they grow suspicious of one another, and they talk about each other behind each other's backs. To see politics divide a family like it did with the Fantastic Four was interesting, but not unexpected. I had a small experience with Fantastic Four with the animated series, which was terrible, but I at least had some idea that they bickered back and forth and, went on explorations and adventures in other dimensions. It was refreshing to feel that this was realistic, which is what I'd say is something Marvel delivers on consistently. Fantastic Four may be like any other family, except they have superpowers. The Black Panther book covers Storm and Black Panther's wedding. For the most part, that creates some awkward situations for some of their friends, since their friends are from both sides of the conflict, but for the most part they're forced to kind of settle down so they both don't ruin the wedding, and it's kind of a nice break for them too, to be quite honest. I think at this point in the story they're starting to kind of get tired of fighting and they want the issue to be settled. But it does create some really awkward situations for some of the characters, since some of the characters have created a great deal of stress for some of the other ones. The Young Avengers Runaways book was kind of interesting to me. They're a team run by Nick Fury. Some of them get captured, and it kind of shows, again, much like some of the other books, how the non-registered superhumans are treated by the registration initiative, by some of the prison systems that are hosting some of the mutants and superpowered individuals that are captured during the event of Civil War. I would say overall the stories collected in this book are quite strong, but don't really have a great amount of weight on the event as a whole. They kind of give you perspective on some of the things happening to some of the individuals outside of Civil War, but don't have a a really solid ground on me saying, well, you have to collect this book because it is necessary to get perspective on the event. This hardcover is currently unavailable from Amazon itself, but it is available from third-party sellers for around $49, which is over cover price. I wouldn't recommend it there unless you were really desperate to find it. It is available on eBay, listed for around $36 from a couple sellers, and it is available on Cheap Graphic Novels, still in stock and still at the normal price for most of the hardcovers on that site at $22. So I would recommend grabbing it while you can get it on Cheap Graphic Novels for that price, but if in the future they don't have it in stock, I would definitely recommend getting it, trying to get it on eBay. And I have discovered a new site thanks to some of my other videos called In Stock Trades. I'll be looking at that site from now on, but unfortunately for this video I didn't check the prices. But just keep an eye out. You can still find this hardcover for a good price, and it's certainly worth it if you want some extra perspective. Where the book doesn't have like a regular relation to the event, it doesn't have a direct connection with the events or any really truly important perspective, it does tell you how the Civil War hits at home and affects even marriages, it affects weddings, it affects things outside of what the normal heroes are doing. The normal daily events of a hero going out fighting crime. It affects pretty much every facet of the world at this point, since it's a United States based event. It's affecting politics all over the world at this point, and overall it's a very heavy hitting event. Again, I was very happy to have this event be my first event for Marvel because it just showed me how realistic Marvel got. Marvel considers absolutely everything when it comes to their events. How it's going to affect the everyday Joe, how it's going to affect the superheroes, how it's going to affect the enemy, how it is going to affect most every facet of reality, for that matter. So guys, I think that wraps up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like the video if you liked it. Dislike it if you disliked it. Please leave a comment telling me how I did, if I did a good job, if I did a bad job, and how I can improve my videos in the future for you guys. I really enjoy applying all you guys' advice, and you guys have really helped a lot so far. Otherwise, please subscribe if you want to see more of this content in the future. And I guess that's pretty much it. See ya!